This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Naimbag garbi, masantos siya sa labid si kayo amin. Marahin na banggi sa Indogabos. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Mayong gabi sa Tibok Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, up to Sabah. Ako po si Eric Espina at ito ang inyong nag-iisang republika. Sa mga nangyayaring mga kaganapan po ay makikita natin at nadinig na natin na ang inihaing matatawag nating basic Bangsamoro Law ay nasa mesa na ng ating Pangulo. Inihintay na po natin kung ano ang magiging kabuuang dokumento na maaari niyang isumite sa Kongreso at sa Senado. Nabasa din natin na merong isang mambabatas na humihingi ng paunang kopya, subalit mukhang hindi yata siya napagbigyan. Gusto rin nating malaman, bakit mukhang napakatahimik po dito po sa pagpapanday ng isang dokumento na may kinalaman sa isang malaking bahagi ng ating bayan at may kinalaman sa kinabukasan ng kabuuang republika. Bakit ganon? Kaya po sa gabing ito, sinuswerte tayo at mapalad po tayo na isang tinig na kailangan po nating madinig dahil isa po siyang haligi sa Mindanao at isa po siyang veteranong politiko ang kailangan nating kausapin. Unang-una sa lahat, nandito po isang dating Senate President, ginagalang na si Senator Aquilino Nene Pimentel. Nandito rin po ang Secretary General ng Sultanate of Sulu, si Abraham Ijirani. Good evening to both of you.
Gandang gabi.
Okay. Mr. Senator, I know you're very busy with, you have your own institute, you have your own study group. This initiative, peace initiative under the Aquino government has been going on. In fact, on day one, having a secret meeting, so to speak, in Japan, a quickie meeting. And yet, the news that have been coming out, or the reports on the progress and developments on the peace process has been very scant. And I think for people like you, I think that's a bit worrisome. if I might use that word. No, because you come from Mindanao. And from your perspective, you like to be able to touch and put your feet on the ground and to know, where is this going? What's going on?
Yes, you are very, very right, Eric. Sapagkat ang totoo niyan, hindi lang dahil sa ako'y taga Mindanao, ako'y naniniwala na ang tunay na kapayapaan sa Mindanao ay kailangan para sa totality sa development ng buong bansa.
Yes.
Dahil sa, sinasabi ko, baka akalain ng mga taga-Luzon na problema lang ninyo yung sa Mindanao. Hindi po,
Yes.
because yung binibiling bala sa Armalite na ipapatay mo roon, ang gastos noon sa buong bayan.
Correct.
Hindi lang man kami taga Mindanao ang babayan noon, pati kayo sa Visayas
Yes.
at saka sa Luzon.
Yes.
And therefore, it's very important na itong problema na nabanggit ninyo, tungkol diyan sa solusyon daw para sa kapayapaan sa Mindanao, dapat malaman ng taong bayan.
Yes.
And as you very well put it a few moments ago, parang they're keeping it close to their chest
Okay.
kung anong laman ng agreement na yun. Because, believe it or not, it suffers from one basic flaw,
Okay.
from one major flaw.
Okay.
And that is the fact that it is not all-inclusive from the very beginning.
So, nanggaling na po yan sa inyo.
Oh.
Kayo po yung kilalang tinig sa Mindanao. Pag sinabi niyo it is not all-inclusive, para pong taliwas po sa sinasabi nilang this is going to be inclusive, comprehensive. This is going to be the key to, in fact, the policy statement is the final piece.
Oo nga.
So, paano pag sinabi ninyong this is not all-inclusive? Sasablay ho na naman tayo nito.
Eric, just to show you what I mean by that,
Oo.
while they were signing the so-called peace agreement in Kuala Lumpur, putukan doon sa Indanan.
Okay.
Meaning to say, a group of our brother Muslims do not feel nakasali sila dito sa pag-uusap na ito.
Okay.
And therefore, that very fact alone demonstrates na kulang yung inclusivity
Okay.
para madamay lahat sa pag-uusap na ito. Because, of course, it is true na ang kinakausap nila mainly dito ang MILF.
Yes.
But there are a good number of other factions
Okay.
of armed rebel groups in Mindanao. The MNLF, to mention
Among
only
others.
only
Mr.
one of them.
Senator, are they appreciating the issue in the sense that, anyway, they look at this as a Muslim issue and therefore the MILF is a Muslim organization, they represent all Muslims already, or they fail to realize that there are delicacies, so if I might use that word, of tribe nations involved, of
Yes.
various different interests, that should also be consulted.
Eric, Abe will confirm this later on.
Yes,
There are 13 sub-tribes among
Oh.
the Muslim people. In other words, the Maranaos are not Magindanaos, and the Magindanaos
The Samals.
are not Toso, Samals, or some other groups there in various islands. Of
You are a Christian. You realize this. How come they don't see this? no, I mean, it is the most obvious question. I have to ask it. I mean, your white hair must tell me something. No? I mean, and these people do not see it.
Ay, nako, Eric. Sometimes glaucoma is part of it, but
Is it political glaucoma? If physical glaucoma, we can understand, but
That's right.
political glaucoma is unforgivable.
that's right.
Ha? Hindi ko ba nakakalungkot yan?
Malungkot talaga. Malungkot because at the expense of the lives of people who are still being sacrificed on something that can already begin to be solved peacefully.
But
Yes.
kung sa kabayo pa ito, why do they have blinders? What is motivating this kind of political hard-headedness?
Eric,
Tunnel vision? What is it?
Let me just mention this, even if I am misunderstood.
Yes.
huh? They have negotiators
Yes.
who are not even from Mindanao.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
not because I'm interested to be negotiating.
Yes.
My hair already precludes me from being one of those who will be negotiating.
Although I will disagree with that, Mr. Senator, precisely because in other countries, people of white hair, in fact, are still in public office. And that is why the country is stable. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah. So, yun na nga ang ibig ko sabihin na para bagang ang problema which people from Mindanao, there are so many.
Yes.
Duterte would be one of them.
Yeah.
Boy Tabios from Bukidnon
Yes,
would be
yes.
another. And our Muslim brethren,
Yes.
other groups other than
Okay.
those who are taking up active arms
Okay.
against the government
Okay.
could very well be impressed into, the negotiating panel.
Okay.
But they have not done that.
Okay. Not to say anything bad about these certain negotiators, no, but maybe they have very good dissertation papers or they have very good academic record. This is why they were chosen.
Well, probably so. Probably. Let us
But-
just give them the benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt.
but-
It's the work. It's the
But
the
does
thing.
theory
Yeah,
merge and marry with the reality?
exactly. That yun ang pagkukulang doon.
So, kailangan ho ng veterano. This is a confirmation. Kailangan po ng kailangan may puting buhok din siguro, ano?
Wag na.
Ganun ho ba? Sa palagay ninyo, what is the problem? Bakit pinipili nila ang mga taong kasama dito sa usaping pangkapayapaan?
Thank you very much, Eric. Bago kong sagutin yung sagot,
Oo.
yung katanungan, before I came, I asked the authority from His Royal Highness Sultan Ismail Karamin II. Sir, sapagkat gusto kong talaga na kung ano ang sasabihin ko dito with his consent.
Okay.
So, yung sagot ni Senator, tumpak yun.
Okay.
Sapagkat there are two things na that the government and the other parties wanted to yung aalis doon sa tuwid na daan na ito.
Okay.
And that's lack of conclusivity of the issue and lack of transparency. Sapagkat pag meron conclusive ang issue, lahat ng tao ay informed.
Yes.
Now, pag halimbawa transparency, makikita kung ano ang pinag-usapan.
Yes.
But ano ang dahilan kung bakit hindi pa nakita? Kailangan ang basic law, Bangsamoro Basic Law, must be multi-phase Bangsamoro law. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang para sa Muslim, but including Christians and the Bangsaluman. Ngunit, ang tanong, na-include ba ang Bangsa Christian at Bangsaluman? Hindi, sapagkat ang gusto nila, they wanted this to continue na meron pang low-intensity conflict mangyayari doon because that's the only way na yung external forces can enter into the scene of Mindanao, Sulu, and Palawan conflict.
Okay.
O sapagkat ang alam nila na without creating these tactics, hindi ma-divide ang Christian, ang Muslim, at ang Lumad doon. Because ever since they are united, Eric, now, another thing is that they lack historical perspective.
Ano itong tatlo na ito?
Number one is yung sinabi ni Sir. There are 13 dominant tribes in the Philippines. Hindi nila inalam kailan ito nahati. Now, in 1903, na-create ang sinasabing tribal ward system, Sir.
Okay.
So doon, pinangalanan, halimbawa, people from the Sulu Archipelago, gaya ng sinabi ni Sultan Ismail Kiram sa UP Dialogue. Ang sabi niya, people in the Sulu Archipelago were known as Bangsa Suluk people.
So, anong nangyari sa inyo? Because of this peace process, you have been all homogenized.
Yun na nga.
You have been homogenized as Bangsamoro. So, wala na silang pakialam kung tausog ka or watais.
They were homogenized. Dito makikita natin ang loopholes, Eric. They were homogenized after the Jabida Massacre in 1968.
Right.
Oo. They were called now as Bangsamoro people.
Okay.
So that any Muslim tribe for that matter, maging isa na lamang.
Okay.
To speak for and in behalf of some external forces influencing the conflict doon sa
But am I correct to say also that more of these tribe nations would prefer to call themselves as Tausug, Samals, Magindanaons than actually Moro?
Yes, because meron the word Moro carries fanatical hatred, especially particularly by other people.
One quick question before we break. Could it be that part of the reason na ayaw ipaalam ng negotiating panel at ng gobyerno kung ano ang mga developments because they don't want you, Senator Pimentel, and all the others, or yung mga nagmimiron, throwing roadblocks, monkey wrenches along the way, na nagsisimula pa lang, bagsak na kagad. Could that be the reason?
It could be because tingnan mo, Eric. The starting point of this negotiation was when the Tripoli Agreement was signed in 1976.
Right.
So you agree? Ayaw nila na maraming nakikialam.
Yun ang dahil.
But this is supposed to be a transparency, etc., etc. Anyway, we're going to be right back, and then we'd like to leave a question to both our guests. Could it be that the negotiators are thinking, oh, this is a Mindanao issue?